Hey, what's up, guys? This is Typhon Alpha bringing you a video about the new Archer garrison that will be coming to the game, hopefully in the next month or so. For not butchering his name, I'll just call this guy CY, who has the Archer, Garrison, and Defense talent trees. On his primary skill, 1000 rage cost, for the next 10 seconds, whenever this commander kills a target, which would include his own troops. They also deal 80% percentage affected by the troop's attack of the healing strength as true damage to up to 5 nearby enemy troops. So this guy has AoE, which is really nice, and he's also doing true damage similar to the field commander that we talked about. And then the additional target reduces damage dealt to each target by 15%, so this is similar to a lot of other AoE commanders. And then this commander's troops is also mighty healed for a large portion of its slightly wounded units, 1400, which is a little bit weaker than the field commander who does 2000 on a primary skill, but 1400 is still pretty strong, especially since it's linked to how many troops you can feasibly heal. So in a garrison, for instance, especially like a fort, then 1400 is going to be quite high. It's got a lot more slightly wounded units that are going in there. And then the second skill, this commander's archer units gain 20%, no, 30% defense and 5% march speed. And march speed is quite new. Not a lot of garrison commanders have march speed, so even though it's 5%, it's quite nice. 30% defense is really nice. And if this commander contains only archer units, it deals 10% more damage, normal damage, which is nice as well. And then on a third skill, this commander's troops take 20% less normal damage. And if this commander is serving as a garrison commander, whenever this garrison is hit with a basic attack, it has 20% chance to negate all of its current target's health and defense buffs for the next 5 seconds. This is not too bad either. I think this is going to work really nicely against the new infantry rally, so it will lose its health and defense buffs. Yeah, not normal damage reduction is really nice. That would include counter damage also from the rally. On the fourth skill, if this current target of this commander's troops is rallied army, increases all healing this commander troop receives by 45%, so this will work with the talents and the primary skill. Whenever this commander's troops uses an active skill, the target loses 10% health for 7 seconds, which is also really nice. And it can stack up to 5 times its duration resets whenever it gets obviously it's not completed on here. Whenever it gets I don't know. And then I'm sure they will patch that when they add it to the game. And then on the expertise, this commander's troop deals 25% more counterattack damage, and if the target troop has fewer units than the commander's troops, this counterattack damage bonus is increased by 15%, so 40% counterattack damage is really nice. And will keep this commander alive longer, especially against swarming marches. I think this is going to be insanely strong in the lower seas like the Kingdom I'm in 3157. It's going to be virtually impossible to swarm this garrison, in my opinion. Obviously, the only caveat is who do you pair this new commander with? Because the only viable options right now would be like Dido, or if you were to put the new commander behind this garrison, but a lot of her skills only work in the open field. So it's going to come down to, is all the insane healing on the field commander, offset the fact that a lot of their skills don't work in the garrison. But we shall see about that. And then when it comes to field viability, could you use this command in the field? I think it will be decent. Obviously, um, that the third skill, a lot of that won't work in the garrison, in the field, I mean. When you're hitting a valley, obviously you could swarm a valley with this commander and a new field commander against a valley on one of your structures, and you could get that health reduction onto the valley, which could be quite nice. And then outside of that, I think this commander is going to be really strong, and archers are known for being very squishy in this game. So to get a archer that's going to be insanely tanky, it could be really nice, and look forward to seeing how the meta changes. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.